Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Jason and I'm your watch guy today. Today I have another review which offers two new channel firsts. So first of all, it's our first skeletonized watch. This is the Ciga Design Z series. It's the DLC version and it's a gorgeous watch. Secondly, it is the first time I've been sent a watch from another YouTube channel. Now this has been sent to me by Weston from The Chosen Watch. If you haven't seen his channel, I'll try and link it up there. If I can't figure that out, then I'll link it in the description. Go and check him out. He's been really helpful lending me this watch. He offers reviews in the same type of category as mine. He concentrates on budget and affordable watches and he offers really good information. The only real difference is my accent's better and he doesn't have the boy band good looks that I do. Now that that's out of the way, this watch comes from a Kickstarter. That's actually another channel first. Never had a Kickstarter watch. I saw loads of press for it when it was available on Kickstarter. I just didn't get on board with it for one reason or another. But after seeing all the good reviews and all the press that it got on YouTube and through other reviewers, I was a little bit unhappy I didn't get on it. You can also pick these up on AliExpress. I'll leave my affiliate link in the description. If you want to use that, that's brilliant. Really helps out the channel. So thank you very much in advance. So it is time for me to turn this camera around and get into this review for you. Now, I usually don't like to start my reviews talking about the packaging of watches because it's not what you're going to wear. You bought it for the watch, not the packaging. But Ciga have done really well with this packaging, so I thought it would be well worth a mention. It's really well designed. Let's just open this up here. So this is how the watch would have come, slotted into this little bookcase feeling thing. Comes back with two straps, the leather strap and the black rubber strap. I have it on the red rubber at the moment. I thought that was the nicest one out of the three and I thought it accented the watch well. I will show you on these just for a good overview, but for me that's the one that I would have gone for. As I say, this is really nice packaging from Ciga. It gives you a really nice unboxing experience and at this price point I think that's really worth a mention. So now let's move on to the watch itself. I'll start by covering the dimensions of this watch. It is 40mm by 42mm. It is 12.5mm thick. Lug to lug is 52.7mm and the lugs are 22mm, which obviously means there will be plenty of straps that you can fit to this watch, although I think you've got a good range already in the packaging. Now you can see through the exposed dial on this watch the lovely movement, the lovely decorative movement that it's packed with. That is the Seagull ST2553JK. Mouthful, I know. It has a 40-hour power reserve. It's 21,600 beats per hour. It is a stated -15 to +30 seconds a day movement. Not the most accurate in the world, but very suitable for a watch at this price range. And obviously provides the decorative means that this watch would require. Now this casing is stainless steel. It has a nice DLC coating on the top of it. For anyone that doesn't know what that is, it's diamond light coating. That is a feature of a lot of watches nowadays, that DLC coating. It offers this really lovely finish that we have on this watch. One thing that I will say about this watch is it feels really strong in design. The casing feels really strong for something that's looking so elegant and delicate. It's a really strong feeling watch. We have this lovely curvature to the sides and a feature of curved crown guards over to this right hand side. They are functional yet decorative and obviously protect this slightly small crown over this side. The crown itself offers really nice nailing and really good levels of grip. It is a signed crown. As you can see at the sides of this casing, there's a lovely cutout and screw effect. I like that myself. I think it offers really good levels of decoration. I think another piece of design that's worth mentioning is this crown stem here. Obviously with this cutout you're going to see the stem, but they've covered it in this really nice little flash of red and I think that flows with the design really well. And it is one of the reasons that I thought the red strap would look really good on it. This is a simple pull and push crown. The movement does offer hacking and hand winding, which is always good. The case back of this watch is a screw-in case back. I'll just open this strap up for you so you can see. As you can see there, little screws at each point. That's a lovely, lovely movement to have in the back of the watch. And I think that rotor really does flow with the rest of the black DLC on this. One really nice piece of quality on this watch is this sapphire crystal. It is sapphire, and it is also a really nice curved piece which flows really well with the design of the watch, really fits in with that casing. The last thing to mention on this casing is obviously this Ciga design print down the side of it. They have really thought about this design and really packed a lot into it, a lot of pieces of nice quality, and I think they've done really well with this casing. The reason I mention that is because the obvious feature of the watch is actually that skeleton design, the skeleton dial. So it's nice to see that they didn't just put that in and use that as the only feature. It's nice to see that they've actually thought about the rest of the design. Now, as we do move into this skeletonized dial, I'd like to point out the coating and design of it. Really flows well with the rest of the casing. One thing that I love about these skeleton dials, especially the ones that show you the mainspring at the top here, you can see how well the watch is charged, or how much power it is still holding. As I'm just winding up that movement there, you can see it tighten and show you a full power capacity, giving you that full 40 hours there. The hour markers and indices don't really impair the design. They're not much a part of it. They're very subtly placed around the dial. As you can see here, there's a double marker at the 12, 6, 9 and 3, and single markers at the rest of the dial. It does have a white minute track flowing around the dial itself. The obvious pulling power of this watch is the movement, or not so much the movement, but the visibility of the movement. It's very decorative and it really does catch the eye really well. It gets a lot of compliments, this watch. The handset is also skeletonized. It has a stainless steel finish on the borders, little red tips and a tiny piece of lume just below that. Now this second hand flows in red and flows with the rest of the design. I like the little splashes of colour that Ciga have used in this watch. It's not overbearing on the design, but it really adds something to it. This dial is completed by the stainless steel logo at the 3 o'clock mark. Again, not something that takes away from the design, but subtly adds to it. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we do have a lot of strap options on this watch. I'll start with the red one because that's my favourite. I feel like the rubber or silicone it may be that they've used on this is really high quality. They've thought about the design really well. There's a weird design on the back, I'll say that much. It's like Velcro but with rubber. They have quick release spring bars, which makes it really easy to swap out your strap. We have the Ciga design logo on the reverse, and let me just show you the design. Big 2020 design on the upper side, and currency logos at the bottom, as you can see there. I think it's really nice, I really do. Now, one real piece of quality that I thought was really nice on this watch is the buckle on each of the straps. They are signed buckles, as you can see, so that's a nice piece of quality. It's a brushed matted type of finish, but it's curved. It's like a cylinder at the top, which I thought was really nice. It's a bit different, and it shows that, again, they thought about a lot of aspects of this watch before just throwing it out there. This is the watch on the black rubber strap. As you can see, it still has the Ciga design logo at the top, and has this sort of cubed effect throughout the strap itself. It has that same buckle at the top, but in black DLC, which flows really well with the watch, to be fair. I think this strap gives it a really nice stealth type of look to it, which will be a lot of people's cup of tea. So I can see why this one works really well with it. This is the black leather band on it. As you can see, it is marked with a Ciga design logo on the reverse. This again offers a nice stealth feel to the watch. One thing I will mention though is that the leather doesn't feel exactly the best quality, which, how much can you expect at this price range? Another thing is that the safety pieces up here feel really thin and a little bit flimsy. Maybe this one just needs wearing in a little bit, because by the looks of it, Weston hasn't worn it, and personally I haven't put it on this band either, so it could just be that it does need a little bit of wearing in. that is the case with some leather bands. Again, quick release bars at the back, which makes it really easy to swap these in and out. This is how the Ciga design looks on my 6.2 inch wrists. That's with the red band on it. As you can see, it's a really nice watch. It does a lot of different things and it offers a lot to a consumer. One thing I will mention is that it does have a really heavy feel of a Richard Mille. Obviously not the same sizing and not the same material as a lot of them, but it does have that type of look to it. So I will throw that out there. Now, as all the points of this review come to a close, I do have to include my moan section. And there's a couple of things I do have to mention to you guys. So I'll take this off wrist now and we can get into that. So first of all, I will say that I love this band. I think it's a really nice piece of design. But it does have a design flaw for me. As I mentioned, there's a sort of like Velcro-y type of feel on the reverse of it. Now, that kind of dug into my arm a little bit and made it feel a little bit uncomfortable at times. And another thing it does is it makes it really bloody hard to get it through these little safety loops. I know that's a minor, but when you're putting it on in the morning, it's kind of annoying. A little bit annoying. So that's the first thing. That's a pretty minor moan, just because I wouldn't see this watch as a daily wear. I'd see it more of an occasional wear. Second moan, and I've left the loom shot until this point just so I can put it in here for you. As you can see, the loom's pretty pointless, really. I don't know why they've even really bothered with it. It's only the tips, or not even the tips, the lower tip of the skeletonized handset. Not the indices. I don't know why they haven't done the indices too, but yeah, to me that loom was a little bit pointless. Thirdly, and this is a big moan. So we all know a watch can do many things. I mean, there's watches out there that can tell you your heart rate, stopwatches, there's timers, chronographs. The list really just goes on and on. But the main function of a watch, we must all agree, is to tell the time. And that's where this design lost me. It's the main reason that I didn't get on board with the original Kickstarters and why I haven't picked one up for myself. That's because you can't really tell the time on it. And it's a watch. You need to tell the time on your watch. It's really hard to distinguish those skeletonized hands from the actual dial itself and the skeletonized design, which in turn makes it hard to tell the time, which is something I don't really put up with in watches. A lot of people, this would just be a really nice decorative piece to wear, and I completely understand that. But for me, you've got to be able to tell the time on a watch. So that's a little bit of a letdown for me, unfortunately. Now, I think if they'd included a really legible and easy to see handset on this watch, I would have been all for it. But that's the one thing that really swayed me the other way and made me think it's not really for me. So guys, that is my review of the Ciga Design Z Series. Now, it's a lovely watch, it really is, and it's obviously a very popular one. So please bear in mind that the end of that review is simply my opinion. I don't think everyone's going to agree with me, but a better handset would have been nice. Aside from that, it's bloody gorgeous, it really is. It's a lovely, lovely design, and they've packed a lot of quality into this watch for the price that they're offering them for. Talking of price, I believe these are still around the £200 mark. I've dropped my affiliate link to AliExpress in the description, and I believe you can also still pick these up on their website. So either or, whichever one's better for you, choose that. Now again, I do have to say thank you to Weston for sending me this watch. He's been a great help. Obviously, it's not always easy to get watches in for review, so it's nice to have someone that will send you their personal watch for you to review. I sent my Felida the other way for him to have a look at, so if you want to catch that video, we've done the unboxing already. I believe his review will be out pretty soon. He is a really good reviewer and he does hit a lot of good points in his reviews, so please check out his channel. Again, I'll leave a link up there or down there, one or the other. While you're down there near the description, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Still about 70% of people who watch my videos aren't subscribed, which I find absolutely crazy. Why wouldn't you come back to see this? Thank you very much for watching this one, guys, and I will see you in the next one.